now. I'm thinking I'm really gonna see your face. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, wait a minute. Did
Is
I
it
turn
me?
it
Hold on, maybe it's me.
on?
Um,
You still can hear me?
okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Hey, girl.
Look, you made me go give up.
Yeah, I was like, you was like, I thought we still have wine. I said, let me get a glass. Let me get a glass.
I didn't have anything, but I had went there and got some.
Me either.
Oh,
I did exact. Look, so I never did a Zoom before. So no, I've never done Zoom ever. So I was like, what am I doing? It's recording it, so whatever. I don't know.
that's
But anyway, I like the sign you got. I need to get me a sign like that.
thank you. David actually bought that for me like 2 Christmases ago, and I
What?
never used it. It actually came after Christmas because it was one of those sites that's like, should I?
Mm-hmm. No, that's good because I don't think well, you were doing the fitness stuff because I was about to say he manifested this, but
Mhm.
you were already doing fitness.
Yeah, that's why he bought it. He was like, so you can put behind your videos and stuff. I was
Hmm.
like, yeah.
Yes, come
But
on. Because he's an Aries. We so innovative.
I was very surprised. No.
All right. Well, hey, ladies, welcome back to another episode of The Road to Joy and Peace for Women. I got my homegirl, my sister, Latisha Wright. I'm super excited to have her because she has so many things going on and such a testimony. So I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hey, ladies, I'm Tish Wright. I'm CEO and founder of TFK Best Life Coaching Services. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a speaker, and most recently an author. So,
Yes, honey. Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait to read the book. And the book looks amazing. I love that picture. You look
thank
good.
you, girl. You know, I try to hold that tight. You probably the first person that got to see that. That was a little stupid look. No,
That means I'm special. It means I'm
you
special.
are, you are,
And
you
no,
are.
that the cover looks amazing. You look great. You really
Thank
do.
you.
So we're gonna flow into it because it's kind of still like we're just gonna have conversation. Just gonna talk.
Okay.
Okay, so how did you get started on your journey to joy and peace?
Okay, so joy and peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like my journey to joy and peace, it continues to start over. Let me say,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
can't say a specific time when I started. I can give you an example. Like, I remember one time when I was going through a really, really hard time. So I decided to work on myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I said, I have to do something different. I have to do something that's outside of what I normally do in order to get somewhere else that I need to be.
Yeah.
Because everything that I was doing was just, I think I was just so used to everything. And it got to a point where I just hit a wall.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I was stumped and I went into like a depression. So I started working on myself. You know, I got healthier. That's when I started my fitness. You know, my
That's what I
fitness.
was gonna say.
Yeah, that's when I started my fitness journey. It actually helped me through my depression, which I didn't even know I had depression, but it was so bad that my health and fitness and everything, it brought me out of it. So that brought me some joy and peace, just knowing that
Mm-hmm.
I did that for myself. And it made
Right.
me better, you know, it made me do better, it made me get better, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
slimmed down, you know, I was looking good and everything. Girl, look, couldn't tell me nothing.
Honey, we couldn't tell you nothing before, but now it's even worse.
Look, look, definitely brought me some joy and some peace, you know.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
having something for yourself and
Mm-hmm.
what your kids doing, what your husband doing, or you know, everybody else. Just you know, that was mine, and it still is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I still carry. You know, my Tish Fit Keto-ish that was built on top of that. Tish Fit Keto-ish came
Yeah.
out of it. So yeah.
And that was a great thing. You were doing those exercise videos when I tell y'all, I haven't seen nobody more consistent in the gym every single day on vacation. Don't matter where
Girl,
she is. She came down to my house for my birthday. I think this was 2 years ago and thought she was going to exercise and get us to exercise. Girl, I knew I wasn't doing that. That wasn't on my agenda. But
everybody bring their fitness gear. We gonna work out. Everybody's like, but
no, not today, sis. No.
look, I tried.
You did. And it's a good thing though. You look amazing. You look
Thank
amazing.
you, I appreciate it. I
So what
try.
do you do for like self-care? What's a self-care thing that you have to do?
Self-care. Oh my goodness, it's so much. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say my main thing that wraps a lot of things up that I do is I take me time.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that I have to have in order to operate at my best, my full
Yeah.
capacity. And I learned that a while ago, especially when I was going through everything, that I needed my me time.
Yeah.
So self-care is me time, which can extend from anything from going to get my nails done, sitting at my nail
Mm-hmm.
salon. They actually serve wine in my nail salon. So that's whoop, check.
Hello.
Before I moved down here and I was asking you about nail
Yeah.
salon stuff,
Yes.
I was like, I need a nail salon with the serve wine because I need to sit back, have
Mm-hmm.
the jets in my back and on my feet and have my little glass of wine. So yeah, anything from me having my pedicures, manicures,
Mm-hmm.
massage day, just time to myself, with nobody
Mm-hmm.
questions or bother me. So that's a huge part of my self-care, just being with myself,
Yeah,
having
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say you are one person. If I know one person that goes out by themselves, and I never did. I have not gone out by myself until last year, and I was 40. Well, going to be 40. I don't enjoy it, but I have had fun. So I've done it only 3 times. I've done it 3 times, but because I never do it, I think the 3 times is still like, okay, I'm getting more comfortable with just, even if I just go out.
only,
Girl, never
only 3 times.
3 times. 3 times.
Well, look, I'm proud of you for that because if you've doing it before and you got
Yeah.
into 40 and you just turned 40, well, you about to turn 40.
41. Yeah. Nope. I never did it. Shannon and I will always be like, because most of y'all do that. You
Mhm.
read all it's just not my thing, but I have come to enjoy time with myself. And I
Yeah.
need it. I need it. I need it. Girl, ain't it the best? I'm talking about getting ready for this. I was cooking dinner. Demetrius just came in, talking about, can he go to the park? Tania got her friend over here. I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay. Take the wheel.
I'm
But
telling you, right before we came on, Tyler came down here asking for stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I said, you all of this time you ain't good. Well, I said, no, 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 don't. I'll see you in a minute. I'll tell you when to come back down.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
wait. They well until you ready to do something, then they come. Yeah.
Yes,
So
then they need all your attention. So
they,
another question would be, what would you tell your younger self? Like, we've gone through so many things. And actually, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but we've been friends for well over 20 years. So
yeah,
we've gone through some things together. What would you tell the younger Tish?
a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. My younger self, just thinking right now,
Hmm.
um, slow down.
Yes. Yes.
Slow down. You have time. You know,
Hmm.
take it all in. Live your life to the fullest, but don't overdo it every time. Because look,
Hmm.
I was an overdoer. I slowed down a lot as I got older because I
Hmm.
got wiser. But now that I'm wiser, I can look back and tell my younger self that. But just slow down and take your time. Live your life to the fullest, but live it to the fullest in a great way that you're prospering, you're building upon, so when you get older, you can be in a place where you found yourself, you know where you are, you know where you want to be.
Right.
So that's what I would tell my younger self.
That's a good one.
Now, but I wish I had told myself, I wish I had did
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
then.
no, that's a good one. I like that slow down. I think I would probably be like, for me, I'm still learning to do this, but choose you. Like I have always been put everybody before me, no. So as I'm gotten older, I am starting to choose me and it feels good. It feels good.
Yes,
And life is easier that way for me. For me.
yes,
Yeah.
I agree. I totally
Yeah.
agree. That's
All
another good
right.
one. Absolutely. Choose
Yeah.
you.
Choose you. And
You come first. That's my motto.
mhm.
You come first. I
Yeah.
don't, I don't play about that. And I don't think I ever had.
I don't think so. Honey, and let me tell you one thing I know about you. You will say no. If you don't want to do it, it's no. And that's a
Yeah.
good thing. A lot of people have a hard time saying no. Like I think I used to have a hard time saying no, but I say no. If I don't want to do it, I'm saying no, and I don't have to give an explanation of why I said no. No is an answer. It's a complete
That's
sentence.
it. That is
Hmm.
it. And you know what? And I feel like too, with being able to say no like that and being authentically who I am. I've always been who
Hmm.
I am, even as I was younger. I've always been that person, and it may have come out differently, like maybe in a more like blunt manner when I was younger, because I was one of them people that was like, I don't give a, you know what, you know what I
Yes.
mean? how I feel, this is what I'm gonna say, this is what I'm gonna do. And
Right.
people, took it with a grain of salt because they knew that's who I was and they knew where
Right.
I was coming from with it.
Hmm.
And I was always being honest about, who I am, and it's just that.
Right.
I feel like that might be why still to this day we are friends. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And we still have friends that we're still friends with all these years because you are who you are. If you're that all the time, then that's all people this is what I see, this is what I get. You
Right.
don't change.
Right.
You have
Right.
to change who you are to be around people.
Yeah, like you grow, but you haven't changed. You've always been Tish. And I think the fact that you do say no and you are authentic to yourself, that probably saved you from a lot of heartache.
Yeah,
Because yeah, because people just knew what they were getting. Like I said, no, I don't want to, and then they either accept it or they don't. It don't matter because it ain't gonna change. So
exactly.
yeah, no, that was a good one. Yeah, right. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I got a lot of stories y'all could tell y'all that she told me no, but I will not do that.
Be here all day.
All right. So what's one thing you plan on accomplishing in the next 6 months?
Oh, in the next 6 months. Oh my goodness. Well, the one thing that I was supposed to be, was my book.
Mhm.
My book, which I ended up getting done. Like I wrote it in less than 30 days and then jumped right into the publishing phase and everything like that. So it'll actually be ready in exactly 30 days from the day I started writing it. So
Good.
I
That's
pushed
good.
myself to have it complete in that not 30 days, that 90 days.
Hmm.
I pushed myself for it to be complete in 90 days
Hmm.
because I wanted to write it in 30 days. It ended up being faster. So I'll be done in
Hmm.
exactly 90 days. On the 15th, it'll be released. March 15th!
Look, cheers. Get your glass.
Now, girl, why you always want to cheers to
Cheers.
something?
Yes, and
That's how
cheers.
the message. My book will be released March 15th, 2023, and I'm so excited. I was thinking it was going to be 6 months or so because you
Mhm.
hear people tell stories about starting a book and never finish it. It's still sitting on
Mhm.
that desk from a year ago, 2 years. But I just put my head down and I just focused and I just kept going and going and going. And I actually cried when I was finished writing it because it was like everything poured out of me word for word. I literally spoke my book, just like I'm talking to
Mhm.
you right now. I
Mhm.
talked my book. So when whoever reads my book who know me, they're gonna be like, "This is Tish voice.
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
talking. She's not correcting every I, dotting every T, or changing words to sound more proper. I'm
Mhm.
talking to you like I talk to you, and that's the way I'm gonna speak to you in this book.
And I
So
think that is so great. I'm so, so, so proud of you. And it's motivation. Like I actually started a book a year ago. But then I
yeah,
think just life just happened. I had so much, I had so much going on, but I am super proud of you. I think that is amazing. I know the book gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to read the book. Am I in the book? Do you talk about how much you love me?
no, but you need the next one.
Baby, I know you too. All right. So what is an affirmation that you say to yourself every day?
Oh, I say about 30, but
I can believe it.
affirmations, I feel like they is what have driven me to get this
Mhm.
far into what I did in the past, what, 90 days for real. But
Mhm.
my most favorite affirmation is you are the most important person in your life. You are the most important person in your life. You are the most important person in your life. And I speak that to myself every day because I need to remind myself that sometimes. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
Even with having a family and kids and a husband, sometimes we forget that because we're
All the
so
time.
and we lose our own selves, and it's
Yeah.
like, hold up, back up for a minute. You have to put yourself first, otherwise you're going to be I don't want to be back down in that hole. I want
Hmm.
to make sure that I put myself first and I let myself know you're the most important person in your own life first, and then you can handle these folk back here, the ones the family created. You handle them later, but you better handle yourself right now, Tish, because otherwise you ain't gonna be no good. You ain't gonna handle nobody.
Right. Right. This is
So
true.
you are the most important person in your life. I
Yeah.
suggest everybody say that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
honey. I'm about to start saying it. Start tomorrow. I live it, but I don't say it. So I need to wake up and say it, because it always is better when you say and you put things out there to God, and it'll come back to you how you want it to be. So I think I'm going to start saying that every single day. That's a great one. So just give me one, because we're going to wrap it up real soon, but give me one story of where you think you were going through something and you overcame it. Just, it could be anything. I know. That's why I say it don't got to be a heavy one. It's just because it really is for us to. So the podcast
here for no reason. So
that's all, girl. You cry all the time. It's all right. But that's what it's for. It's for us to encourage other women, and that's why we say the positive things at the end, just so people can know we all going through something. All of us women, we are.
Absolutely. Many of things. Thank God I'm still here to tell the story. Okay, that's number one. But years ago, I'm not gonna go most recent, but years ago, I was going through a really, really hard time. Like I said before, I lost myself. I was depressed. I didn't tell anybody. I'm one of those people that I'm gonna keep going. A lot of people look at me, or people who know me, never really think I'm going through anything because I don't show it, I don't share it, I don't, I'm very kind of private with the kind of stuff. I'm here, I'm gonna give all the advice in the world or help other people, but it's like I got this, I'm one of those people, super this, super that, supernatural for real. That's cool. But I went into a horrible hole. I went into depression, and I was just to myself, and I was scared. I was scared because I was at a point where I feel like one of the lowest points in my life where I almost left my family. And not speaking of taking my life or anything, but like packing my bags. I'm getting out of here. You know, and I was crying, and I was like, I never forget it. Look, get choked up. I was girl, woo! Like I literally was packing my bags. I was crying. I was praying to God, Lord, please tell me what to do. Please tell me what to do, because I know this is not it. And that's when I started making changes. I said, just the thought of me leaving my kids, and then my husband, my family, period. It rocked my world, the whole thing. And you don't really see what's going on. You can't really catch it until you go so far, unless you've been there before. Let me put it that way. And sometimes you still can't catch it. So that was like one of my first really, really, really horrible times. Just thinking about that, me, because there's no way I ever in my life would think of leaving my family. I love my family, but I prayed to God. I said, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And it actually led me, God led me to start praying more, meditating, reaching out, actually talking to people, actually being more vulnerable, even with people that I don't know. So it was like, I had like this awakening. I don't know if it was awakening. I don't know if it was just like something that just was like, I'm doing something different. I'm making some changes. I had feedback from people that helped me realize that I wasn't by myself. This is not anything that's out of the ordinary. You are not weak. Right.
You're not weak. You ain't never been weak. This is what we do. Women, and it's not just women, but most women, we put on the weight of the world on our shoulders, and then we want to carry it all by ourselves. And you fall from weak. You are far from weak. You are a strong, phenomenal woman. And I know it had to be rock bottom, because anybody that know you love your family. You love your family. Yeah. It's okay. We are similar in that, I don't tell too much of anything. Like I share now, like with this podcast and stuff, but I went through a whole lot by myself and still was carrying the kids or whatever. Similar to you. I just think it's better when you get people involved, because somebody's going to be able to help you because they've been through it, or, and that's why you tell your story, so you can help the next person. Oh, go take a sip. I knew you was gonna cry. You are, y'all. She don't tell nobody nothing, but this thing right here will cry. She is a bona fide crybaby. Sweetheart.
I'm just like I said, I'm just happy I'm here today to tell that story, because just encourage people, like you said, to talk to somebody, help somebody. I learned that then, because I was trying to be strong. I didn't think that I need to do that. I've seen people do it, but I myself on the pedestal, I felt like. So I was trying to make myself believe that I was okay, make myself believe that I didn't need any help or need anyone. And that was a mistake that I made, but I learned from it. That's why, like I said, I'm glad I'm here with you to tell that story. You know, people could be going through the same or similar situation. They might need that encouragement to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I'm not weak. I can do it. I just need to talk to somebody, or I need to, you know, it's other people out here who can relate. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here to tell it too, because I don't know what I would do without you.
Oh,
I just don't know. Just don't know. All right. So before we leave, you have to say 5 positive things about yourself. It could be anything. And then I'll say 5 things about you. And then I'll say 5 things about me. And you say 5 things about me. Okay.
I think positive things about me. I'm going to say that I am resilient, number one. I am, oh my gosh, positive energy, just words. I'm wiser. I am not perfect. And I love hard.
Yeah, you do. You do. I'll say you are funny as heck, for sure. You are hilarious. You are very, very loving. You are strong. You are intelligent. And you are determined.
Yes.
You are determined. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do 5 things about myself. And I do this for every person that comes on here. And every time it gets harder for me to think of 5 good things about myself, which is why we do it. Because we should be able to say a million things great, you know, about ourselves. So I'm going to say I'm going to piggyback off of you. I love hard. I'm honest. I feel like I say that all the time. I am passionate. I am gentle. And I am thoughtful. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, you are. I'm going to say, start with you saying the same thing I said about myself. You are very resilient, very resilient. You are, oh my gosh, a go-getter. You are freaking awesome. No.
That's not what though. Plain and simple.
Right. You are I don't know if you said giver already. Like you are very giving and caring, and you give anybody the clothes off your back, even if you don't have the clothes on your back. You know, you're one of those people. And you said things about yourself that I would have said.
Yeah, I know, because it's just like
it is right. But I wasn't gonna read this because I might cry, but I am going to read this. Before I even realized I had to say 5 things about you, I had written this down the other day.
Well, I don't want to cry.
Before we leave, I just want to say, I just want to add to the fact that my friend of 20 plus years, look, child, has been a long time. And granted, we haven't always seen eye to eye. And we don't agree on everything. And I think we even broke up a few times before.
Not broke up.
But let me just say this, Veronica Marie, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for inviting me on the Road to Joy and Peace for Women podcast today. You have also contributed to my joy and peace. This is just for your viewers to realize and know how great a person you are. Short story long, I moved to Georgia, and I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was depressed with my move, missing my sisters and my mom, and I cried and I isolated and I couldn't get control over myself or what was going on with me. I was scared to death. And my friend Veronica Marie drove an hour and a half to come and save me. She drove here to get me, and then she drove us another 45 minutes to go take me. I can't remember if she treated me or what, but I know she took me to have one of the best nights of my life I've had here in Georgia. Because I needed her and she was there for me. And on that day, you contributed to my joy and peace. And I thank you for that. I'm happy for that. And I will always, always be in debt for you for that, because I don't know if I could have continued on and without your encouragement and your help on that day to continue to stay here, you know, with my family and not be in such a bad place. So I thank you, Veronica Marie, and I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Look, we helping each other because I wasn't going outside. I was
Right.
happy when my friend came. I said, I had to take that hour drive because she don't like to drive, but it's good. We help each other, and you've helped on many occasions, so it's okay. We give to each other, and I'm happy for that. So tell everybody where they can find you. Tell them again when your book is going to come out and any other thing you got going on.
Okay, so my book is released March 15th. It'll be available on Amazon for purchase. I will have all the links and everything out, but March 15th, 2023, save the date. And follow me on all my social media platforms is TFK _ best life _ coaching _ services on Instagram, Tish Wright on Facebook, and I have TikTok, Tish Wright, and I also have a YouTube channel where I do Tish Talk Tuesdays, where I discuss different issues or different situations going on in everyday life, and that's Tish Wright at TFK 15 on YouTube.
Yes.
So I can't think of anything else. I think that's it.
No, that's a lot. That's a lot.
And I have a workshop coming up.
When is it?
March 9th at 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
She believed she could, so she did. Is a reboot, so you can register for that on Eventbrite.
And you're doing the summit too, right?
Right. I have a summit coming up. Girl Boss Experience Summit is coming up in June 9th. It's a virtual event. It's so much stuff is going on. I would need a list. I'm so excited because everything is just happening so quickly. I let God in to do his work, and look.
Now, don't he show up?
I'm just receiving it. I don't question anything, and I'm just excited about it all.
Yes, I'm excited for you too. I can't wait to read this book. I'm gonna register for this class. I'm gonna try to come to the summit. I want to support in any way I can. I'm excited. Let's say cheers.
Girl, here you go again with the cheers.
So much. Cheers.
Give me a rest.
Cheers. Yeah, Lord.
You'll hear crying 2 times, honey.
Girl, now let me go eat my dinner that I didn't cook for me and my children and my man. He said, I'm not going to eat.
All right, thank you.
So you eat. You're welcome. All right, love you, babe.
I love you too.
Bye. There we go.
But you don't even know what you're doing.
Girl, I don't. It's so bad.